Hi guys and welcome to Entertainment Recap with the Eagle Online Nigeria. As usual, I remain your host, the Amarachi. Now, if you don't already know why I do this, it is to keep you guys updated over what happened during the weekend because I'm not here to gist as much as I would have loved to. You've not finished subscribing. What do you expect me to do? Anyways, starting off strongly, Charlie Boy yet again. If you remember clearly, sometime last month, I came and talked about Charlie Boy and how he was abused while he was growing up by his nanny. This one now is even very different. Charlie Boy has side chicks that range from 40 to 82. And he has been in a marriage for 30 years with a beautiful one. Her name is Diane. Are you as shocked as I am? Because when I read this now, I was looking at it like, eh? My mouth was open because it didn't make any sense. And he goes ahead to give credit to his wife for her understanding, her support. If not, his household wouldn't have been running smoothly. I'm so confused. I know that it's not everybody that can do one man, one wife. But now I think I want to know what is in the woman's head. Like, you're aware he has a lot of side chicks. According to him, he calls them executive side chicks, that they stimulate his mental sense or whatever. They bring him joy, peace, they make him laugh, they are fun. I don't even have much to say about this. I should just let you guys watch the video because it is mind-blowing. Anyways, to each their own. Everybody knows what works for them. If you're on my table and you know that it cannot work for you, please, let me see your hands in the comment section because I cannot do this type of a thing. Because the Bible that I know says one man, one woman. I know that not all of us are doing that Bible marriage life anymore. Not that one man, one woman thing, but sisters.
There are 4 people. She's number 1. Then my gym instructor, because my energy level has to be up there. Then my wife, Diane. My home is my home is so peaceful. You can't even start to imagine. Then, of course, all my executive side chicks.
What do you mean by executive side chicks?
The executive side chicks now,
No,
they keep me smiling.
She said you don't have.
Huh?
She said you don't have. She's saying,
Don't
Dr. B say you don't have.
Don't follow me live for her.
But so what are you doing with executive side chicks?
Hey, you see, now, because your mind, they don't go that side all the time. All the time. I say they make me smile, they make me laugh. They are like comedians.
Okay,
for me.
they entertain you.
Hey, but your mind go somewhere.
No, there's mental stimulation now. Come on.
Mental stimulation, all join.
Now that's all join.
All
it's
join.
not all. It's not just about the physical aspect. So your side chicks, age brackets.
They range. They are everywhere. I know them.
They're young ones.
Old ones.
They're old ones.
He's age one.
What's the oldest?
Oldest is about 82.
82.
Sorry?
82.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Your oldest side chick is 82.
Yes.
That's very interesting.
If you see her, you go bow. You would like to look like her.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
So how young is your youngest?
My youngest is about 40-something.
Okay, well, at least it's not that bad.
No, he
I was
doesn't
hoping
do
not to hear
young
20
girls.
something.
No, he doesn't do that stuff.
Okay, doesn't do young girls. Okay, but that's interesting though.
Yeah, very.
So you are relishing your freedom of expression, basically.
Of course.
And you're hoping that a lot more men would also be emboldened to take the kind of step that you're taking so that they can have longevity and quality of lifestyle.
Of course.
That makes sense.
We bottle too much inside, and that's just so sad and so bad.
I don't even think it's so crazy now because there's this video I've been seeing up on my Instagram. One woman that is married to 2 men and she now brought in a boyfriend and all of them know themselves. You know what? Let me leave all these relationship people at one side because they quick vex me. Now on to Black Bones. Firstly, I think I have 2 different news of Black Bones over this weekend. But the first one is Black Bones saying that he cannot impregnate a lady because even when he uses protection, he still pulls out. So nobody can call him out and say, oh, he impregnated, English, see what Black Bones is making me do. He impregnated them, he did not pregnate them, they cannot do any false DNA or false paternity kidney for him. Make it no shock you, shock you because even with the protection, even with the pull-out, no matter how you think it's strong, you cannot be 100% certain that something like that cannot happen. Yes, I mean, he's doing fantastic by being extremely careful. Yes. But it is not also 100% because if it's gonna happen, trust me, my guy, it is going to.
Rappers. I still think I'm the best rapper ever in Africa. Nobody has a better discography than me.
Now, like I said, Black Bones yet again. He came out to say that he's Africa's best rapper. Now, if you remember last week, I came here to talk about how he said he's bigger than Ashake, even in height, even in all of that. Kiniko. He said he's bigger than Ashake, he has more hits. Now, he has come out to say that he's Africa's best rapper. Let me even read. He said, I still think I'm the best rapper ever in Africa and no one has a better discography than me. And it's not the first time that he's coming out to talk about him being the most prolific artist in Nigeria. It's not the first time having different songs. There was a point in his career that he was releasing songs weekly. Okay. But really, sir, this whole best rapper, best this, I mean, I'm not his audience. Because if you ask me, I don't think I know a Black Bone song. Personally speaking, I might have heard, maybe if you play it and I'm like, oh yes, I know this song, but I would not know his voice. Off the top of my head, I don't know it. And there might be more people like me out there that don't know his song. So, like I said, I'm not his audience, so I cannot say whether he's the best rapper or he's not the best rapper. There are other really good rappers, Nigerian artists that I listen to. So, and I'm not the only one that has this opinion because a lot of people are dragging them, not really dragging themselves, but like people have things to say. You cannot come out personally and name yourself the best rapper. It might as well be you putting out your CV there that yes, you're good at what you do. But please, the whole best rapper thing, there are people in the game now. That's the other side, like I said, the whole Ashake thing, or him saying that another thing with whiskey, like, it's getting very messy. It's like, so are you trying to trend or something? What exactly is your aim or your motive by all these best rapper this, best rapper that, best musician this, 50 times bigger than Ashake? Excuse you, Asha who? Ashake that is never smiling. Ashake that is always top of all the, either Spotify, Apple Music, he's always leading charts. Maybe he's trying to trend. Maybe he's trying to chase clouds. Maybe he's even just being himself and saying what he thinks it is. But I don't know where it was named or where he was given the title that he's the best rapper. And yes, don't come for me. I'll give it your keyboard. If he's the best rapper to you, beautiful, fantastic. And if he's not, thank you, because I didn't see what he's rapping out there. And yes, if you noticed, I'm putting on my Christmas cap because Christmas is around the corner. Yes, back on track, James Brown. Waiting Musa no go see forget. I didn't get it. First and foremost, I'm already battling with Bobrisky, her menstrual cycle, Kiniko, women are trying. I'm coming back to that one. But James Brown goes, he was lamenting about challenges of masculinity. Let me go and read. You know, I don't like to give half gist. The round went on Instagram to say, I woke up today thinking, why am I a man? Hey, he reached to ask. This country is in a hot mess because of a man. Very, very true. I support you. 99% of country rule, well, I think it's going to say ruled by men, are fighting war because of men. You know that thing that I'm not coming back to this. You know that thing they always say on TikTok, and who are you going to choose, the bear or the man? A lot of people these days have been choosing the bear because low-key, yeah, there's something wrong. There's something that goes on in men's head. I don't know if it's the predatory aspect or whatever, but if you see the gory things that are happening these days, when you hear men taking advantages of women in buses, in these places, things that are very questionable, all because of they want to, either they are predators and they want to feed on their prey, or they want to sedate one lust or whatever it is that is doing them. I have no idea, but like the way they reason, or the things that they just do, you're cutting off somebody's body, very gory. So I think I understand where he's coming from, because at this point, why do we have men? I don't know, I've been seeing this tweet recently whereby a woman says, oh, that if the world was only, I think a long time ago, I can't find it anymore. If not, I'm giving it to you guys. But like, she was saying about how, if this world was full with women thriving here, women doing this, women doing that, a man now comments, so who is going to protect you? Somebody else responded, protect us from what? Because what are you protecting? It's not the same men that are protecting us from, your fellow gender. So like, we don't get it. If people were not here, we don't need your protection because we are doing very much fine. Because at the end of the day, it is the men that are hunting the women. It's the men that want to do predators. It's the men that want to corner you somewhere. Fathers abusing children in schools. It's the men that are doing sex for grades. Like, it is a law. So what exactly are you protecting us from if the men are not there? Or there's this trend on TikTok where they say the bear or the man. Who are you going to pick? Who are you going to want to save, a bear or a man? Everybody has been picking bears because, yes, I know that bears are animals and they are wicked, or they are not even violent, not even wicked, rather, sorry, forgive me. They are wild, but at least you know that you're expecting that from an animal. But you see men, I rest my case, because the amount of gory things that you would have seen over the years, this year alone, the amount of crime news relating to men, I never understand it. Like, these are human beings as well. You see your fellow human being and you say no, you want to exercise one right, or you're going outside and they want to slut shame you, body shame you, everything shame you, harass you. Story for another day. We'll come back to it another time. Now, moving on, we have, I prefer to showcase my talents over my looks. Omowumi. No, not the Omowumi baby that we know, but this is Omowumi, who is an actress, a fantastic actress. And it's not recently that she started coming to our screens, but we see her more often now in movies, Nigerian movies. This recently concluded Suspicion that has been trending and topping the charts on Prime News. She's the actress there. Chisom is her name. I cannot forget because she ate. Now, back on track. Now, the entire news is really long. She spoke about how she likes to play maybe detective characters, action, whatever. She doesn't want to be doing beauty or princess or things like that. Not in those exact words. That wasn't how she said it. But like rough draft, basically, she was just talking about how she would rather act and see herself in the role of her character than just come and do fine girl. Maybe she's living as a rich man's wife, or they are playing love or something, because those roles are like, I would say they are easy. I'm not an actress, so please, I cannot read scripts. But like, she wants to do all these tough things. Maybe it's juju related, or they are fighting, or it's detective, because that's what she does. That's what she enjoys. She doesn't want to do, oh, it's based off my face or my beauty. I'm in one role or the other. She said, so she was even like, sometimes she reads roles and she's like, no, I don't want to do this because it's not my type of thing. The director will ask her, okay, what is your take? And then she gives her own take and her own inputs. And then if you see her movies back to back to back, that's majorly what she does. Basically, it's not, for her, acting is not about looks. It's not about, oh, I'm a girl, I want to do, no. She has her own reasons. And many of them do, to be very honest. Now, Bobrisky came on Instagram and said, I like to read. He said, honestly, I feel I'm a complete woman. A woman. See what Bobrisky is doing to me. Bobrisky said, honestly, I feel I'm a complete woman. Sometimes I break up when I'm seeing my period because it is painful. I think she wanted to say breakout. Hishim wanted to say breakout. And obviously, people are going to talk about this kind of thing because the people have in the comment section yabbing her. People saying, what's the point of even bringing this out there? What do you mean you're seeing your period? Like, I don't understand. It's bad enough that the government thinks we don't have sense. And then, yes, we get you being a cross-dresser. But can we actually rest? What do you mean see your period because you break out or what? I rest my case. Now, before I wrap up, Kunle Afolayan. Now, I don't know, sometime last week, it was on the internet, it was trending all around that, oh, Netflix is leaving Nigeria. You know, a lot of false information. There was this video that was put out that Kunle Afolayan said this, said that, yada, yada, yada. But Kunle Afolayan has come back to say, and yes, let me read it properly. He said while he was in an interview that we have, or Nigerians have, misinterpreted or taken out of context what he said. And then he went ahead to say that Netflix is not leaving Nigeria. They just would stop working with certain filmmakers because you know how they do things in Nigeria now. You shall want to chop first and clean out. They give you money to produce a film. Amazon gives you money or Netflix gives you money to produce a film. You want to go and buy a car and buy a house and act like you have arrived. And then you now use whatever is left, the pennies, to shoot a movie that is not now up to standard or up to bar. Something that you'll be putting on, I don't want to call names of other platforms, but like on other platforms, you get. So he now goes to say that if Netflix packs and leaves, of course, it is going to affect us all. Both I would say it's going to affect the viewers, because you can still always find someone that's going to give you password or whatever. I don't know how that one's going to be sorted. But the actors, the cast and crew, the production team, you know, those ones that are benefiting from that is their source of livelihood. They are making money from it. So he goes, I was addressing some of the government officials who were there at Zuma because Victor Okai, who is the moderator, was a voice in the Nigeria film industry. I was not at the event he was talking about. I was not privy to whatever conversation that must have happened there. He now went on to say that the last time that Netflix was here, we had a meeting. They were still reassuring us, saying, look, we're still here. We're going to do stuff, but we might not be able to do the kind of volume that we used to. Basically saying that before, if Netflix used to take like 20 movies, they're not going to be able to take 20, they're taking like 5 because Nigerians must be Nigerians. So he says that what he's emphasizing is that even if Netflix should say tomorrow that they are not doing anymore, why shouldn't we as a country come up with other distribution platforms? Because now Netflix is not a Nigerian company or whatever. Amazon is not. We have people trying to put their movies on YouTube. Showmax just came out, has a lot of Nigerian movies, although they have other movies, series. I don't know if Showmax is even Nigerian, but from what I know, to the extent of my knowledge, I think it is. So why can't we have our own platform that would be as good as Netflix to put both our movies and even get deals from outside? Let us not be dependent on a body that can decide that they want to wake up tomorrow and they should leave. So that's what he was talking about. He was like, I never said Netflix is leaving Nigeria. What I said is, we just shot 2 seasons of Anikulapo, and I heard some people who were not quick enough to make their film say that they can't shoot again because they are cutting down on numbers. That's Netflix is cutting down on numbers. We have a relationship that we have built over the years. I give them good content and will continue to give them as long as they are here. Netflix had earlier said, we're not exiting Nigeria. We'll continue to invest in Nigerian stories to delight our audience. So people that are taking it out of context as to what he said. Shubo, hope you have heard that Netflix is not leaving. They just don't want to be paying for something that they're not getting the reward of. And then because obviously it's Kunle Afolayan and a lot of other people that have good relationship with Netflix, they're still going to be collecting their movies. But it's now going to be more difficult for new producers because a lot of other people have fallen in their hands. Nigerians being Nigerians' own problem. Now, the last on my list. Some producers siphon funds from streaming platforms. Guess who? Basket Mouth. So Basket Mouth came out to talk about how producers take significant portion of the budget for personal gain. Basically, what I was talking about the whole Netflix thing. They give you a portion of they give you money to do a program, a film. You're going to pay people, you're going to rent things, you're supposed to go all out. Imagine getting something like $300,000 to shoot a movie and shoot it well, invest in cameras, invest in your actors, pay them good money, and then you want to start, okay, we have all seen YPP, I don't know, this Tony Abraham movie, that she and brother, I've forgotten the name, that she and brother Shaggy were doing wedding party planning or whatever, YPP, that they gave them, when they were working with Swanky and Stephanie Coker, that they gave them huge amount of money to plan a very good party for them, and they went to go and do half-baked nonsense. Because what they do, that is the best description of what Basket Mouth is trying to say. They give you money, they gave them 15 million naira to plan a proper party. What did they do? They were spending, living lavish. When it was time to plan the party, they wanted to plan party of 15 million naira, 500,000. It doesn't make any sense. No matter how cheap you want to go, you say, okay, you go and get this place, you know this person, you have this connection. It would never be the same. It would never actually be the same. So that's what Basket Mouth is coming here to say. Producers will receive $1.5 million or more from streaming platform, but only use 10% of that to make the movie. It is not going to be the same. Why do we Nigerians keep on doing this thing? You're complaining about the government cheating, the government cutting corners, the government doing this, building houses, all of that. Oh yeah, make the difference in your own field. You are still doing the exact same thing. Haba now. Haba. I forget all these ones that is producers that are doing them. Even people in their offices, place of work, different things, church, they ask you to manage something, they give you funds. You go and find a way to siphon the funds or to cut your own, put in your pocket and chop belleful first. Won't you spend that money finish? You will. So if they don't now trust you tomorrow to give you, what then happens? Because you cannot have integrity. So, let me rest my case here. That is going to be all for now. Like I said earlier on, please, do the right things. It doesn't take you much. Because the money that you go and, even if it's 1 million or 20 million that you want to go and chop, you go chop and finish. it will still finish for your hand. And you will not get jobs in future. So why do you want to ruin your image on top of what? With that being said, though, thank you for watching, guys. If there's any updates on any of these news that I have come, maybe Bobrisky decides that Ash is pregnant tomorrow, you come back and you hear it from my mouth, or any new development whatsoever, trust me now, I'll be back here to say it, obviously. I remain your host, the Amarachi, and yes, before I even walk out of this place, have you subscribed? If you don't want me to end this year on a good note with you, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section on Black Bold's case, on Bobrisky's case, on this Netflix case. Talk to me so that I can come back and talk to you. Let this relationship not be one-sided. That's going to be all for now. Bye, guys.